Now after that, we had issues, and then I don't know why you were acting funny.
But
now there was a time I'm coming. Let me finish. Now there was a time. And then you were insulting me. You can't tell me act like a mother. It's an insult on all levels.
Okay, but
it's actually an insult. If you tell any mother to act like a mother, it's actually an insult to her.
Stick to the truth. Okay?
It's actually an insult to her. Now, when you were disqualified, they asked me, what do you think about her disqualification? And I had only nice things to say about you. Even on Twitter, I don't insult you. Even with T-Bat, do I say anything bad about her?
So, what's my question? How did you get to the point where outside of the house?
Now, outside the house, you saw me at Praise birthday and you said hi. I think I've seen, I'm not sure, but I think we've seen another time. Even when you were disqualified, I commented on your page. And I'm like, I wish you all the best. So it's obvious that I actually have never had anything against you. So I'm not understanding where the whole friction is coming from, because there's never been anything.
When did you notice the friction?
Funny enough, outside the house, the friction has always been with her fan base. Any little thing, she's bitter. And I don't know if it has to do with, okay, I'm expressing myself. I can express myself. It doesn't mean I'm bitter. If I'm bitter, I'd have said, oh, you're disqualified, or oh, you're this, those kind of things. No, I'm just giving you instances. Okay. But I didn't do that. I did the exact opposite. Because it's really confusing. And your fans don't help matters, because they've insulted me. I'll never do well. I'll never amount to anything. And I have all the receipts. And it's really sad, Erica, because you don't even warn them or tell them, don't do this. It's actually really sad.
You've never seen me tweet, don't insult anybody in my name.
I don't check. The truth is, let me finish.
It is the truth. You're saying I have never warned my fans, really? Yeah. Stick to the truth. Oh, okay.
Okay, so let me just be clear. You're saying her fan base. Anything from her since she came out of that you feel like she has given you a certain energy?
Funny enough, I'm shocked at how she's behaving now.
Okay, just clear that. So, like she said, when she left, you hugged her and all of that. But as she's speaking, you're also referencing kid and what was in her head and how that might have been a thing and all of that. Why is there this energy outside the house?
Because when I came out, I saw interviews where she was talking about me and kid having sex or doing stuff and saying,
never said
okay,
sex.
But implying, didn't you?
I said things happen.
You had your media
doesn't mean it could be you kissing, it could be anything.
Okay, but I'm just wondering, your media round is supposed to market yourself, okay? But you made it about me and kid. I wonder why.
That's not true.
I watched it now, and I was wondering why. She said, I've seen Erica and Kid doing bad things.
And that was all.
Okay, but why? What's your business?
That doesn't mean I'm making it about you. And that was only the time I was asked for just that Miss Vic or something. That was it.
Why?
So if you're keeping that in your head, you should have told me. But
you're not my friend. So why would I? There's no point.
The thing is, what I'm saying now, they are grudges. Then I'm wondering, when you saw me at Praise Birthday, why did you not say hi? If you had,
bye. Do you say anything more than hi? Just hi, bye. I saw you carrying face, and I'm like, we're happy here. This is a birthday party. So, hi, Watoni. If I didn't say hi to you, would you have said hi to me?
I would have. I would have. We don't have issues. I mean, as I said, this few weeks after,
you're not even someone that have issues. We don't even have much to talk about. The thing is,
the more reason why we should
right now. Exactly. So you came I hope stop talking about my fan base. I'm Erica, okay? Have you ever seen me thinking about you're saying you never do well? People have said that, okay, I'm sorry about that, but I didn't say that. And I've come out to tweet, don't ever insult anybody in my name. I've said that. So don't ever say I did not want my fans to speak the truth. And you are the one that brought up Kid right now. So I don't have a problem with you concerning Kid. I have a problem with you talking about me in your media rounds and not saying it.
Because I was asked about you.
Wait, let's get to that. So you helped her at the house, you helped her. You came out
and I came out and saw
so your last memory of her,
friends with me and all of
your last memory of her before you heard about interviews was that hug.
Yes.
So when you heard those things, did you say, babe, how did we get here? Did you reach out?
No, because we were never friends. We were friendly. And I thought, okay, maybe it was going to develop into a friendship. And then when I just saw that, I was like, there's no point, I beg. That's it. And me, I'm an only child. I keep to myself a lot. I don't like making friends. My friends are very few, and I've known them for years. Before I warm up to someone and say the person is my friend, it takes a while. So if I see red flags from the beginning, I just run away. That's it.
What exactly in answer to that?
So
the key question she's talking about.
Outside the house? Exactly what she said. They did things under the sheets. That was it. I wasn't spread. I didn't want to say, okay, they kissed, because I didn't know what they did. But most people kept saying things. And then there were times I was sleeping by bed. So yeah, of course I was hearing it. But I didn't say, okay, I heard this. I said they did bad things. It could be anything. And that doesn't mean I hate or it doesn't mean I'll bitter. It doesn't mean I don't wish you well. Anything.
I'm just saying that.
I just want to. I'm not saying you said it, but I need to clear it out. I need it to be said out there that I actually don't have it for you. I'm not looking, and I'm not looking for people to start saying, okay, she's not going to amount to anything good.
I would never say that. Honest, I would never say that.
From everything that's been going on, I don't deserve all the things I've been told.
But have I ever said that to you?
I'm not saying. So I'm just saying. No. So you know how hurtful it is.
You're telling me how hurtful it is. Did I to you?
Because they people are part of you.
Yeah, but you tell the people saying it, okay?
How about there are too many elements? How will I tell it? Okay. The time I even went on a cussing spree because I had enough.
I've received it on so many fans. I won't see
Have you received insults like you will never amount to anything good? Have you received insults like
a picture with my mom and they photoshopped my mom's face on a naked body? I've seen that. I just saw it today. I've seen plenty of things, and I would not direct it at the head of the fan base and blame it. I'm not the person.
Back to the point.
Yeah.
Right. So you never addressed her to say, because the impression you created, both of you created, is that at the end of the show, it was good. You saw things, you didn't reach out.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that because there was already a history with Kid, which she referenced, you decided, okay, this is another red flag? Because that one red flag, if you were good, should not nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, she has always had an issue with me about Kid. And me, I've always had an issue with her about her attitude towards me. It has always been about her attitude towards me, not about Kid.
I've referenced many situations. There's a truth or dare. I kiss Kid. And next truth or dare, you're like, why did it take you so long? How am I supposed to think? That's why I was like, let me finish. Then there's another situation. It was Cruzo. I don't have any business. I'm older than Kid. I don't have any time to understand something because I'm not focusing on him. I also talked about
you. My problem with you is your attitude to me. What Kid? Forget kids. Like, forget him. It's your attitude to me. Do you get?
Okay, let's not go back to the
I'm sorry I keep mentioning Kid all the time.
They're mentioning you, so let's talk to you. What do you have to say about this? Because the only name that has come up here.
I think with Tony can't help to stop talking. Because she keeps mentioning my name, and I think we can all agree that I always, when it comes to her, it's always kid this, kid that, community boy, you can't afford me. I've said nothing. So my opinion on this...
Well, you've also said things about me. You've said I'm weak as
You are weak as
So me saying you're community boy, why are you hurt about it?
I'm hurt?
Well, you sound like.
Okay.
Because I'm not going back and forth about what you said about.
Do you see how, do you think this was enough reason for them to have the tiff?
Well, from what I understand, her issue with her is that she keeps making it about me.
Exactly.
That's what it is. So your issue with her is towards her, not with me. And she keeps making it about me.
But Tony, am I right to say that this is an issue with the fans and not her?
Now, outside the house, she did something now that I'm now saying is an issue with her.
What is that?
Just what I explained now. I was seated there and she's like, I can't see this. Yes, that means the
why did you do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I've always received negative energy from what Tony says. I've been out of the house. I've always, like every time, she's always cold. And since, imagine hugging someone and then the person leaves. When I came out of the house, I was expecting things to be cool. And then I saw that interview. And I'm like, okay, let me just keep my distance. And every time I see her, there's just this energy I get. I'm hoping
she doesn't like it.
Yes, and I'm fine with that. I'm very
okay. So we need to wrap this up.
No, sorry, that's not true. Maybe you're seeing something and not showing. That's not true. Because first, I invited you to my book launch, didn't I? So if I'm showing you, see, Erica, if we're being honest, I don't hate you for anything. I don't. And from what you're saying, you feel okay, you came out, you saw a clip about so I said I want to apologize to you for what I said. But there's honestly no bad energy from me.
Really. Anything you want to say to Rachel?
I'm also sorry for the bad energy I've been giving you. But that's just because I've been feeling it from you, so I have to give it back to you. Sorry about that. I don't have problems with you too. Okay? Yeah.
So you have how many months?
I don't have experience. I have experience too. You're still a community boy though.
I just want to say we've had our first hug.
I don't even think about her. So like I can't even say, oh, I have issues. Like I don't know.
So do I feel like I need to have a conversation with Erica? No. I don't care for the situation at all.
Big brother.
Hello guys, so right now I'm super tired. You know how Monday it is here in this part of the world, but you know what, welcome to Lina's Space video, and welcome and thank you for joining this live. Okay, so apparently since this reunion, right, I can categorically say that this is like the most matured conversation we've heard. It wasn't so, you know, petty and dirty, for the lack of better words. Yeah, so far so good. Let me read some comments here. Thank you guys for joining. Please share this video, okay? When I started, someone said, oh, you started late, but this is just the first conversation. This is like, I wouldn't want to start when the whole advert and everything, and it's pretty network is pretty, you know, not so friendly today, so I didn't want to like waste so much time in the beginning. But you didn't miss anything, I can assure you. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for dropping your comments. I can practically read everything, but do well to share the video, share it in your timeline, share it anywhere you want to share it so people can actually watch. Yep, so thank you to Johnny for joining. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much, Josh. Thank you so much, Josh, for, you know, being there, and thank you for your nice comments. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Clara. Thank you, everyone. Josh says, oh, that was sweet. Watoni and Erica settling their differences. Yeah, and apparently they are like the first people to settle their difference on this whole reunion. Everybody's just, you know, they express their bitterness and they just go away with it. So someone chicodly said, Lily, thank you. Busari says gracias. Jabi says thanks. Yeah, Lopez is saying that's very true, the most mature conversation we've heard. Yeah, interesting. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the fact you joined. Make sure to follow this page, follow and like the page so you'll be notified whenever I go live. As much as I can, I will try to be going live every day of the reunion. If I don't go live, just know that the network is so terrible that I cannot bear. But so far so good. Things are not that bad today. So Ife Adekule says you're welcome. Harry Becky says thanks for sharing. Sunday Ola said reunion should be all about reconciliation. Watoni and Erica have proven that. Exactly, that's what reunion is all about. It's all about reconciliation. It's all about meeting people that like you've not been able to sit in one place with outside the whole house. It seems like most people do not even know what, you know, reunion is all about. And luckily for us, Watoni and Erica showed us what a reunion should be all about. So let's go back, guys.
It's another situation of the house being an issue with both of you, and as well the house, it still looks like any relationship. Not that it looks like any relationship with you and V. Why is that?
Because I don't have anything to say to that.
Why not?
You just with some people and then you just don't bond with them. That's it. It's like we've never. I don't know. I don't talk to her. I don't have anything to say to her.
So you don't say you don't know her. You know her.
I don't know her.
You spent how many days?
And I wasn't talking much to her, so I don't really know.
Why is that? Why do you spend that much time with someone in the house and not know her?
Because there's negative energy from her.
Also,
so,
that's what I
like,
know.
it's not relevant to me.
Get me here, right? We're talking about outside of the house.
Yeah.
This is a competition. Things might have happened. Yeah. How does that still carry on outside of the house is what I'm trying to understand.
Okay, for me, my life was going a certain way. I went into the Big Brother house because I wanted to blow. I've been acting for 5 years before going into the Big Brother house. I wanted to blow. And I didn't exactly go in there to make friends. As I've said, I don't know how to make a lot of friends. I came out and I just went back to my normal life and I've been working. So if I felt negative energy from some people, I'm like, okay, now we don't have to see each other again. We just keep it moving. I don't even think about her. So like, I can't even say, oh, I have issues. Like, I don't, she's not in my head. I don't know her. She doesn't exist to me. That's it.
So it's convenient to say that because I know that there was a Laycon angle to it with the conversations that it looked like she might have had about you. And when that happened was when it looked like things completely went left for both of you. You guys were not necessarily friends at the time, but at that point it looks like there was a cancellation that happened. What exactly did she do that made you stop seeing her?
She said a lot of negative things about
things
me.
Like what?
I can't even remember. It's not that relevant to me, but I know there was time she said that I did jazz. And then there was time she said I could break my leg and she won't feel a thing or something like that. She said I'm stupid, I'm weak. She said a lot of things about me. So what is the point? Like, it's only a stupid person that would want to even communicate with someone who has said so many negative things to the person. Like, why? Like, if you ask her now, what did I steal your biscuit or something? I don't understand. Like, what? It doesn't. Everybody has their reasons for doing things. We're all adults.
Sophie, let's come to you because she says she doesn't. I don't know if you see her, but let us understand the perspective how things have gotten to where we are now.
I do not associate myself with Erica in any form, shape, or manner. Like she said, we don't see each other, we don't talk. There's no point of talking. I just don't care. I just don't care.
You said a lot of things about her, like she said.
100%.
Why is that?
See, I'm a very defensive friend, firstly. Erica can say we didn't talk much in the house, but I remember we had conversations about Laycon more than once. And yeah, 100%. Tolani was one of them, where she expressed what she was going through with Laycon, how she felt about Kid, and I also gave my advices. I remember when you questioned me about the whole situation, the whole storm, I said what I said day, and I blatantly expressed that I did care more about Laycon's feelings than hers because I was closer to Laycon. I don't know if there was a comprehension situation because I feel like I speak very good English. And then you asked me about the whole cast and fine thing. I told you that was banter. I told Laycon that his move button would be impressed 100%. And it didn't get into like a certain kind of, and after I said that thing, I even walked past and I was like, I think we should talk. And we spoke on that Sunday.
That's Erica.
I spoke to her on that Sunday and I was like, it's nothing personal. I'm just looking out for my friend. And I don't think you're a bad person. I've stated to you before, give him some space. He likes you. You're around each other 24/7 in the house. There's no way you can avoid it. So he's going to struggle. I told her that well. And then the Sunday after that, when the whole Tolani bag situation came up, there was a lot of venom in her voice. And I felt like when you questioned her and you were like, oh, how do you feel about V and Neo's situation? And she was like, oh, I'm surprised that Neo hasn't asked her out. And you were like, oh, really? Okay, because you were there when Tolani Badge did this and did that. And it almost felt like a tit for tat. Bearing in mind, the Sunday before, I spoke to her and I said, it was not personal. So do I feel like I need to have a conversation with Erica? No. I don't care for the situation at all. The kind of person I am is I look after my friends alone. I'm not looking for relationships who I do not consider friends.
Tolani Badge, your name was mentioned. Do you think they should have been carried out as house?
If they wanted to pursue a relationship, it's a conversation. Well, obviously, Erica doesn't care about V. V doesn't care either, so they're allowed to feel the way, they are allowed to feel. Same way I don't care about V too, and I didn't reach out to her, so yeah.
What was the additional comment? I had to
just for the fun of it.
That's weird. 5 seconds club.
Just for the fun of it.
Okay, I mean, like I would say, like, I'm not the force out friendships. I just want people to be clear on where we are with things. Now let's come to you and Laycon. You obviously ended up leaving the show in circumstances that involved him. For a lot of people watching, it was a very complex situation, which was also in the house. But since the show over, has there been a chance? Has there been a reach out from you to say, okay, this thing happened, let's clear the air on things, because it was such a big deal. It led to you leaving the show, and it was about the show. Has this happened outside the house? Have you tried? Has he tried? Has there been any conversation at all?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't see the point.
Why not?
I think
you came to the show to win. I remember you were on stage saying
yes,
you were here to shine and win. So you can't say you don't see the point and let you not get into your destination.
I went there for my career, not really to friendships. If I met people who liked me, I would go to be cool with them. I'm cool with about like 14 people here. Yeah, so at least those people, they're okay with me, so I'm fine with them. We chat once in a while. But for him, like, it's all about energy now. You know that like someone doesn't have your best interest at heart. So why pursue a friendship?
How do you mean he doesn't have your best interest at heart? He
said a lot of things about me. Like I watched stuff when I came out. I watched stuff and I'm just like, wow, I felt so stupid. I remember one time saying Laycon was the only person that had my back in this house. I felt really stupid watching those videos, especially his conversations with both of them. So I just said I would never be stupid again like that. So that's it. That's it.
Kid, I know we had touched on this before, but just so we're clear. This was such a big deal. You and Tricky T come to mind a lot with that night and the situation that happened at the dining and all of that. I know you also sort of blame yourself a little bit. Maybe you should have handled things differently. You'd have turned out differently. Misunderstanding? Do you think they needed to have had a conversation at this point about that day?
Outside the house?
Yes.
I don't think they need to do anything. They're both adults. They're both very busy. And obviously they clearly know how they fit each other. I don't think it's something I would have forced for them to speak. Because I know how Erica felt about him. So for me, it's like, I didn't want to sort of push her to talk to him. And I felt like she was in her right to feel how she wants to feel and distance her from what she feels is positive, negative energy. Because, you know, when you have so much love and kindness in your heart, you want to stay away from things that don't run with your energy. You should do that. So that's her decision.
Yeah.
I mean, very often in life we think you need to speak to someone and get close. Someone's closure maybe not speaking to that person, moving on. Because time is the best healer. So maybe next year they could become best because they could have spoke about it. Right now it's still very early. I mean, it's 9 months or 8 months out of the house. Tension is still quite high. But I'm pretty sure once a new season starts and, you know, again, when life humbles you and you sort of just grow as time goes on, one of them might reach out and be like, you know what, it's cool.
I mean, you're very good friends with Erica. What does she say about that day? Because it was a big day. And it defined a lot about what she has become, whether for good or whatever it is. Do you sense a certain resentment still?
No, she's just focused on herself. I mean, honestly, Erica has literally been focusing on herself, on her career, acting, and it's always just people want to make it seem like other things to do with the house. But once the house is behind you and you want to move on, you focus on yourself. And that's what she's been trying to do, but that's what she is doing. But really, people are actually just focusing on themselves. And I don't think anyone has resentment anymore because, again, life has humbled you. Alright, fine. I was thinking myself, but I'm never. What I'm trying to say is that
not for what I've been saying here so far.
No, but like I said, she's focusing on herself.
As I look at him, I still feel very stupid for ever saying that he's the best. He's like my best friend in the house, the person that had my back.
And the video you made, I promise you, I didn't watch it.
Me, I shall watch all your videos of you saying rubbish.
Big Brother. bbnaija reunion is proudly sponsored by Abeg in association with...
Hi guys, so like, yeah, right, so we've had the conversation between V and Erica, and it seems like they don't even care anymore at this point. At the time when this recording happened, right, so it seems like obviously they don't even care anymore. Like, they do not care legit, like they don't even bother their head about it. So I'm gonna take more comments from the comment section. Yeah, there was a point where, you know, Erica was like, I mean, why would you have my name in your mouth? Did I steal your biscuits and all of that? And Tijani is saying, laughing out loud, you stole her biscuits. Okay, Kelly Kami is saying, this Erica is too much. It's too much. Tijani is saying, I don't think these two will make up, Sha. I'm talking about Erica and V. Thank God James is saying, Laycon for Godons. So yeah, Jabi is saying, I think Erica has temper issues. I pray she will try to calm her temper down. I don't really know about that. I've not really had time to, you know, but I know that she wouldn't want anybody to talk down on her. Okay, so before I take more of the comments, guys, so if you're wondering where you are, I don't think anybody will be wondering where he or she is, because hey, this is Big Brother Naija reunion. But I understand the fact that we have Zambian friends and friends from other parts of the world or Africa, as the case may be. So this is Big Brother Naija reunion. So yeah, Big Brother Naija lockdown season 5 happened like a year ago, or almost a year ago, approximately a year ago or something. And the show is over, and you know, sequel to Big Brother Naija is Big Brother Naija reunion, and we are having the Big Brother Naija reunion. As a matter of fact, this is like the second week or something. So yeah, right now they are on the advertisement. And please, if you want to be seeing more of this video, make sure to follow this page, Linda Space Media. Follow and like the page. You know why you need to do that? Because apparently we have over so many billion people on Facebook. You can't even imagine how many people are on Facebook. And if you do not follow the page, you will be practically be lost in the crowd, because that means whenever we come on live, you won't get notified. But when you follow the page, you will absolutely and certainly get notified whenever we go live, and that way you can keep up with your best shows. And we're trying to make it not just about Big Brother reunion, and even more shows to come, talking about the Big Brother that's going to be coming, if not every day, but at least the eviction days. Okay, so make sure to like this page. It's even getting better and better as the day goes by. Yeah, so let me go back to the comments if time will permit me, or I would rather do that after on the next break, guys. So let's go back to the reunion show.
So, what do you think of this?
Okay, outside the house, I think they're matured enough to actually make a decision when it comes to their situation. So I think their situation is actually the highlight of the show. So
you said that Q is the highlights of the season. There's also a perception that sometimes people milk controversies for whatever reason. Do you think that's happening?
It depends.
Because the more the controversy goes, the more your fans get, well, the more you're also in the news.
I would say both parties actually enjoying it, because you know, to like important things, so they actually enjoy it. It's in their favor, so that's the case.
It's not in my favor to get insulted every single day. So I don't think I'm enjoying. I'm not enjoying.
It has a positive side as well, because families keep increasing and everything. So that's
fair enough. Let's come to you now, because you were the other party, of course, and there's a lot of people haven't heard from you since that day, and a lot of what happened that day didn't involve you. And a lot of people have been waiting to just say, okay, what was going through your head that day? Did you feel a certain sort of regret, guilt about how things played out? Why have you not felt the need to reach out, if at all? Why are you guys where you are now?
For me, yeah, I really don't feel what sort of emotion can I say? I feel like, yeah, what happened could have been avoided. What happened could be mended, should be mended, would probably be mended at the point. But for where me am at right now, I'd rather have everybody behind me, everybody that loves me, everybody that likes me, care about me. I'd rather have them having arguments about, oh, is this album in top 10, rather than having arguments about what happened, where I went to promote music. Because the Big Brother platform, I went there as a means to promote my music. So I came out focusing on the music. I feel like in my head, I would not feel good about myself if after everything I went through to get to where I'm at right now, I'm dragging this same set of people that want to go and stream my music back to have conversations about things that I myself know that I kind of don't have any emotion to describe how I feel about it right now. So for me, that's the most important thing for me, to be honest. That is why I haven't had time to mentally think about anything else.
Is this conversation a possibility?
No.
It's a closed chapter for you?
Yes, because there's really no point.
Why? Because we've gotten, let me just say something, we've gotten a lot of, that's why I tried to sample as many opinions as I could, and as much as people said it's your call,
yes,
everybody agrees that the conversation should be had.
Yes.
The other party involved is saying the conversation should be had. He probably doesn't know how thinks the conversation should be had, but you're saying it's close.
He won't have the conversation.
But you're saying it's close. On your own opinion.
Me, I don't see any positive thing coming out of it.
Why?
And he's just a snake, and he's just going to act. It's not going to be genuine, so there's no point, and really, there's no relevance. Like, as that we only need 2 months, right? In my years of living, there's no relevance, and there's ever trust that comes out of his mouth. So there's no point. And as I look at him, I still feel very stupid for ever saying that he's the best. He's like my best friend in the house, and the person that had my back, and all of that. Yeah, that's it. So,
yeah.
So please. Okay. There was a video I saw where he was saying, if I had a chance to talk, please, in groups, in front of the cameras, and then if you really wanted to talk to me, you would have to. Don't say if you had a chance to talk to Erica, you say this and that. When you had my number in that group chat, you never ever said anything. Say, like own it now. Is it a big deal? You don't like me, I don't like you. We don't ever want to talk to each other, but we don't go out and form saints and form, oh, I'm such a good guy, I want everyone to pity me and vote for me so that I can win and all of that. And then, what happened? Well, that's it. I just feel like, be true to who you are. Stop pretending.
Okay, before I go to him, if he had called you, would you have answered?
If he had sent a message, and if the message made sense, yeah.
Because you're saying,
if he called me,
this is why I'm asking this question. You're saying, you've said a couple of times that there's no.
Yeah.
But you're also saying, why didn't he call? So I'm wondering if you had called.
No, there's no now.
So if you had reached out then.
Time now.
Okay.
I did a video now. I saying, leaving the house. Said, oh, you're disqualified. I said, I'm sorry to everybody. I made that I need to Big Brother, and I made that short interview saying that I saw the video of myself. I was drunk talking, and I felt really ashamed of myself for even going. And I said, Laycon, I don't hate you, and blah 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 blah. I apologized to him. Then immediately after that video, after I made that I gave the interview. I came out and met my people. I started seeing videos, and I'm like, hey, okay, you've been so stupid. That's it. And I started seeing so many videos, and I'm just like, wow. I take back my apology. I take back, let me just run far from this person, which is okay. won't be forming saints here, okay?
So, is that a valid point to say a number if you really wanted to reach out to Peter Richard? Is that a valid point, you think?
I came out of the house and I remember that there was this issue of Laycon and Erica following each other or something. So I asked my people, like, what's up with that? And they said they followed her, and I don't know if it was her, but I'm guessing it's not her, or maybe it was her, I don't know. But so when you block someone on Instagram, apparently it shows that you were not following the person, but the person is following you or something, I don't know. But that happened like twice. So, and the video you made, I promise you I didn't watch it.
Okay.
So I didn't see the video of her apologizing and anything.
But me, I shall watch all your videos of you saying rubbish. Okay?
Oh, so should I have texted her in the group chat? Like, I mean, I'm wary of the kind of things that will come out of you trying to be good and then you getting whatever it is you get from me. Because it's as simple as you're being genuine with things that you say, and you try as much as possible to make sure that this person understands, or these people understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, and you still kind of get misinterpreted or misunderstood.
I feel like a lot of these fans are extremely toxic. It is quite concerning. Do some of us engage in that toxicity? Yes.
I had to get a mentor who would always remind me that put yourself first, don't let these fans dictate what you need to do.
People kept texting me, Watoni, why do you keep liking Dorothy and Princess posts? They don't comment on your posts, they don't like your posts.
Big Brother Naija reunion is proudly sponsored.
Okay, so we've actually heard how it has played out between these two guys, and from what they're saying, their fences cannot be mended. It's so sad. But what do you think? Put your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I would like to read from you. And now let me introduce this page. This is Linda Space Media, and we are a brand that focuses on, handling social media platforms for private individuals and corporate organizations. That's just one part of what we do. We also do digital marketing for for anything you want to do digitally, anything you want to market. And we have credible hands talking about content writers, digital marketers, social media managers, and graphic designers. So this group of people will kind of come together and make whatever it is you want to do a huge success. So aside from that, we also do video coverage in case you're doing something and you want a video coverage in Nigeria specifically. So if you have done a video coverage and you want editing of the video, you want it to be translated in a good way, we also do video editing, that's post-production for whatever it is you already have. And if you're about to do the shooting already, we can actually give you advice on how you can do it. So you can apparently shoot it anywhere in the world, and then you share it to us. We can edit it and send it back to you. So even if you're not in our locality, we still have a way, we still have services we will offer that you will gainfully benefit from. So that is by the way, guys. Make sure to follow this page, like this page, share the video to other people so other people can watch. Like, a lot of people right now are apparently sleeping, or for one reason or the other cannot catch up. They can only catch up if you share the video. So make sure to share it on your personal timeline, share it on other platforms aside Facebook, and you make sure you follow so you can also be notified and join, because we are prepared to give you this reunion every blessed day, and we are not asking for anything than for you to follow and share the page so more and more people can actually get to be part of this thing you're enjoying, right? So apologies for the network, and it was raining when I started, but now the rain has stopped, so the clouds are still a little bit cloudy and everything. So it doesn't just affect the network connection, talking about the internet, it also affects the, you know, the dish, the cable and everything. But I'm glad it's not so bad, so please do bear with me. So I'm gonna read some comments right now. I have this one from Judith Arena. Sorry if I'm ordering your name, but I have this one from Judith saying, V said it's a comprehension problem. Mad girl with the baddest command of English. Okay, so let's get back to the show, guys.
Before we wrap this up, and I want to start with Katrina, just about something that just came to mind right now about, you know, there was a tattoo saga that happened with you, and you telling people to draw a tattoo or something, and then you now going on this rant, and it became a whole firestorm. As quickly as you can, you know, what were you thinking when you made that?
Cruise.
Okay.
I just saw the whole, I wouldn't want to mention people's names. I saw the whole tube paying people on social media, and I just went on Twitter. I just tweeted like, hey, Boss Nation, who is going to tattoo me and all that, with an emoji laughing. And then that same night I did live on Instagram. They were asking me, Katrina, are you sure you want this tattoo? You tweeted. I was like, no way, there is no way. I was just cruising and everything. And then I started seeing tags. A few weeks later, I started seeing tags on a certain blog, and people calling me out that I asked someone to tattoo me and I wasn't owning up to it. And it was really, for me, if you are actually my fan and you did this stuff, you send me a direct message or try to reach me. But instead, you took it on social media, you tag blog, you sent it to blog.
But you put it on social media.
What?
You put it on social media, which is where they probably said. Maybe they read it on your live later, right?
Yes, to address it. I'm saying, if this girl was, because at the end of the day, at least everything sorted itself out. She wasn't my fan, she was just chasing clouds, she just wanted money. If you're doing this thing to say, I love her, I'm proud of her, I'm a Boss Nation, and I'm doing this, you will contact me directly. But there was no contact, however. You went, and also addressed the issue online the same way the said girl took it to blogs, and that was it for me. So I wasn't against tattoo. I have tattoo around me. I was just I have tattoo, but I was just against her. She was very young. Just against her drawing name, because that, like I said, it was just cruise. I am totally against people fans artists or celebrities' names or pictures on their body. I have a daughter that I love so much. I have a mom that I'm so proud of, but I don't have their names or their picture on my body. I tattoo things that are special to me.
So I guess you learned a lesson, which was, I think Laycon mentioned something about, you know, you're responsible for a lot more people now than yourself. So was that a learning moment for you to say, okay, what you put out there?
If at the end of I also made a video. I took responsibility for saying that on Twitter, misleading people or passing the wrong information.
What you put out there, anybody can receive it.
Yes,
and whatever they want. So obviously, did you learn a lesson?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes.
That's what I wanted to get to. V, now let's talk about, you know, the fans. And I mean, the Big Brother Naija franchise is hugely successful.
Oh, yes,
Thank you very much, guys, for all the love. Well, not you guys, the fans. For all the love. I mean, there's a reason why it's the greatest show on the continent. We definitely appreciate the fans. But there's also the other side.
Yeah, of course.
That comes with, and I've always tried to understand it. I mean, I've been on this platform. I've also followed the show for years, and I've now been on the other side, seeing things from the other end. But it's still very perplexing to me. You know, the power
that it has,
the fans have, especially over you people. Do you see that power? Do you feel it? And how much of a, I don't use the word problem, how much of a, what does that do to you people? Because I've always tried to understand, and it has happened here a lot since this reunion started, where the fans are referenced a lot with situations or with the problems you guys have. How much of a power do they have on you people? And why do you think that is?
I think everybody's different. I'll start with that, because with the fans, and I love the fact that when they see this, they'll be able to relate. everybody knows V not really sent all these fans and they're comparing and contrasting. I don't really care about all of these things because Ozo's fans drag me every single day and he is my brother.
How did they drag you?
The white party and when Nenki was crying.
Which white party?
Yes, that white party. Everyone's dressed in white.
The white party.
When she was crying, I was like, don't worry, he's just a boy, he didn't say hi to you, you know how guys are, blah, 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 blah. They held on to that, whatever. The way I see it is we're all adults here, and whatever we see online, it's up to us how we want to react to it. Because the way I see it is social media is a strong facade. I don't care about impressing people on there. I just want to make money, be successful, and do what I need to do. A lot of people don't think maturely like that. A lot of people are addicted to clout. And it's up to the individual how they take the things that they see from fans. I feel like a lot of these fans are extremely toxic. It is quite concerning. Do some of us engage in that toxicity? Yes. Hell to the freaking yes. But at the end of the day, it all depends on the kind of person you are. I use this platform to promote my talents, promote myself. And I'm very grateful to that platform. And when the next season comes, I'm going to, kind of push myself away from that. And the next set can do what they need to do. I feel like everybody here is, everybody is everybody. Everybody's different. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, it's so cheap. It is what it is.
I mean, Tolani Baj, you are famous for being a very social media thank you. And you also engage fans a lot.
Yeah.
So, as against what she said about how she feels about social media, you are you engage a lot with the fans. You also, like we've heard here, relationships have been defined by what fans have said or done to you, or how they've said things to you or reacted to you. Also, sometimes even your fans might have said things that have determined how you see other people. Why do you think they have that much of a power?
Over me? Or in general? Okay, let me start by saying when I first came out of the house, obviously everything was new to me. I didn't know what was going on. It brought my mood down a little bit because I felt like the fans were demanding a lot. It was like if you posted today, you need to post tomorrow. I just was not doing enough and it was very overwhelming to me. I had to get a mentor who would always remind me that put yourself first, don't let these fans dictate what you need to do. So I think I've just learned to differentiate between the real life and, social media. Here and there, yes, I give them gospels to let them know that there's only one thing I need to say that I would trend and enter Insta blog. I do need to let them know something that they need to shut up and I'm totally bad. You don't talk to that. So it's fun. I do it for because I can easily just, I block a lot too. But even the people I still see more of them. So they get off. If I don't feel like blocking, I respond to them and I enjoy it.
Do you think they have the power over the housemates sometimes?
People are different. I'm pretty sure it's probably a reason why, some housemates are not friends with each other. One. Plays a huge factor. Maybe why Laycon and Erica cannot rekindle what they have because of what fans would say. So there's a lot of factors, but I will say that the fans play a huge role in it. Yeah.
I'll agree the fans control some of us, maybe not all of us. Speaking for myself, there was this situation where people kept texting me, well, Tony, why do you keep liking Dorothy and Prince's posts? They don't comment on your posts, they don't like your posts. Subconsciously, I actually stopped doing that. Like, I knew, I kept doing it, I knew they were not doing it, but I'm like, okay. So another person kept texting me or DMing me, yeah, Anulodo, why are you still liking that? So I'm like, okay, let me stop. So I'm not Anulodo. But sometimes, occasionally, I see his posts, I just like. I see Dorothy's posts, I just like. So yeah, I've been controlled once.
Erica, you have more than 5 fans. Is your words, and you have also always tweeted. I mean, I've seen things as well where you would say the only people that matter to you are your elites are very important to you.
Yes.
So a lot of what they say matter to you, obviously. A lot of what they say matters to you because you engage in them quite often. A lot of your engagement is to your elites. A good part of that.
Yes.
So which means that whatever their opinions or whatever it is about you matters. So how do you handle that and also draw the line?
First of all, I know a lot of people disguise as my fans and try to paint my fans as toxic. Some people come into my DMs and insult me or tell me, why did you post this kind of picture? You look somehow. Or why are you talking to this person? Or why did you comment on somebody's page or something? And I'm like, I'm not scared to block you. I block a lot. I block
people who claim to be your fan.
Yes, if you come and you insult me or you try to control me, I don't think fan. If you love me, I want to a lot of like, oh, I love you, and I let my family make that important to me because they didn't mean me, but they just loved me. They supported me so far, so I'm very grateful.
Other fans though?
Other fans, I don't even see. I block a lot. I block a lot. I don't even see them. The ones that made as my fans and send me, say, hey, those ones, I get really angry about those ones and I block them a little. I've even had this conversation with a fan turned friend before. I spoke to the person. I was like, why do Big Brother fans like enmity so much? You as a human being, if you fight with your friend today and you guys probably don't talk for like 1 month, does that mean you cut them off forever? If they apologize or if you guys you might say, okay, I'm not talking to this person, but at least at some point you guys will talk again. It's not that serious. I'm not going to gather enemies. Like, it makes no sense to me. So yeah, so I've let people know that it doesn't make sense.
With regards to them,
yes, it doesn't make sense.
You know what? Take a look at fans. Let's look at the fans. We have a question from the fan.
Hey, Bright, you always ask the housemates to apply pressure. What does that mean?
Okay, the question is, it's normal. Like, when you want something, go for it. Just apply pressure. It's simple. It's general principle. So
that's your theory, right?
That's just it. Always, when you want something, apply pressure. It's as simple as that.
And I just want to say thank you once again. It's been another great day. Thank you to the fans. I know we did try to mention. If you guys can explain this fan situation to me, I would really appreciate it. And I think I say this every season. It's a great show, which is why it's this popular. And I understand the love and the passion you have for the housemates, but I will never understand why we need to get to the point where, the hate is what sort of is almost seen as the theme of this show. It breaks my heart because there's so much that can come out of this, of what this show is. People love the show, people love to watch the show, but I think it's a bit of a disservice to what people like these housemates bring to the show when you see comments like, oh, Big Brother fans are so toxic. Because I think we're a bit more than that, and it would be nice to see the conversation being elevated a little more. And, just all us showing that, you can disagree, but it doesn't have to get to a point where, lives are threatened, people are causing out people's families. So I appeal about this every year. I think maybe 1 or 2 people listen. If 1 person listens, I think I'll be happy enough for that. But please, let's try and elevate the conversation and take this forward going forward. Thanks again for joining us, and I'll see you guys next.
Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I don't know if we will as we finish like this because there was no nest like this, but whatever it is, if I switch on my TV tomorrow and I see Big Brother reunion, I'll come live. So if I do not see guys, then it's over. So thank you so much for joining me, but it's not over because once the new season comes out, I will be here on the opening day to show it to you in case you're gonna miss it. So just keep tabs with me, and other nice shows talking about Nigerian Idol, talking about every other thing. So make sure to like this page, like and follow. This is Linda Space Media. Thank you so much for everybody that has joined. Thank you. You are all too numerous to mention. I can't even mention everybody, but thank you so much. I can't read all your comments, But thank you so much. I think I'll start giving awards for people that participate, because I'm really happy. The first day I did this, I was literally begging people to participate in the comment section, but today you guys overwhelmed me. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the poor network. In case you don't even know, we don't even have light. I had to switch on my generator by this time to make sure that, yeah guys, I share this thing with all of you. So thank you so much for joining. Sorry for the poor network, sorry for the internet connection. I mean, I can't control these things, but the little one I can control, I'm able to control it and make sure that you're, you know, getting this feeling with me and everything. Right. So make sure to like this page, share this video, drop in your thoughts and comments. See you tomorrow. See you later. Make sure to follow, so whenever I go live, whatever it is, you know, shows, whatever show it is, you'll get notified. Thank you. Good night. Have a blessed day, blessed night, blessed week. I don't know where you'll be seeing this. Bye.